comments I get on YouTube and questions regarding the distance you hit a 3-wood, and people say, why is that hit my 3-wood past my driver? Well, there's a reason for it. It's not just you, it's just a question of ballistics. You see, there's the golf ball, and when driver comes in and it hits the ball in the equator. And when you hit the ball in the equator, you're fostering fade spin. As you add loft to the club, you get more towards the south pole of the ball, and from there you can get draw spin, top spin. Now, this is my 10.5 degree driver. If I come in off a low T-peg, I'm hitting the ball near the equator, but I've got very little loft. And if it opens just a fraction, I've got 12 degrees, and it's 12 degrees of fade. Now, if I go to my 3-wood, my 3-wood has more loft. So when you come in, you get well below the equator. If you then draw the shot, the 13 degrees on my 3-wood, 15 degrees on yours, is closing down to 10 or 11. So a 3-wood gives you probably 13 degrees of draw spin, whereas the driver gives you 13 degrees of cut spin. Now let's be sure, if you flush your driver with draw and you flush a 3-wood with draw, the driver wins. But my advice to you is across 100 shots, particularly hitting fairways, your 3-wood is going to average more distance and in play. Now, the better the player, the less that is true. But certainly intermediate, high handicap level, if you've got trouble on the right and you need some draw, get your 3-wood out. Loft is your friend. If trouble's on the left, get your driver out. Okay, so I've got the 3-wood here. I've now got 13 degrees of loft, and I'm going to hit your draw spin shot. And I'm going to hit a low shot so you can see it against the backdrop of the trees. So there's the middle of the fairway. Just go around the circle to my left a fraction, and I'm going to hit a little sweet draw with my 3-wood. Okay, you can see it coming to land now, and there we go. And the beauty about a 3-wood miss is it will run and scamper. The 13 degrees of loft cutting a driver, the ball sits down and stops. So there's a lot to be said for having a little bit of loft. All right, so 3-wood again, down the middle, inch around the circle to my left. I'm just going to hit you a nice sweet low draw. Load. Simon, I'm sure you can see that one now. Right down the middle. Okay, so I want the same distance, but let's suppose there's trouble on the left-hand side of the hole. So what am I going to do? Get my driver out, and I'm going to tee it down a bit. Okay, by teeing the driver down, I'm encouraging the fade spin that I need. Okay, here we go, round the circle to my right, over the stake. Here we go. I'm going to load and hit a little low cut. There you go, over the post and feathering back. You can see it even kicked to the right as it landed. All right. So, if you're playing on a windy day, a strong wind, and you're at the seaside, pull the club up at your sleeve. So I'm not saying go down the handle because I've lost height. What I'm saying is pull the club up your sleeve. Now I can go back and I can do the same again. And with the bottom of the handle, this will help me hit a little low scampery fade if I need it. So here we go. There it is. So it's running up the fairway there. Now that type of shot takes no notice of the wind. You can run a ball a couple hundred yards easily with this little low shot. Just pull the club up your sleeve, aim a bit left, off you go, load and fade. There you go, you can see it, just over the post and feathering back. If you're going downwind, you want to hit a slinger, they're great fun. Tee the ball up, gives it a slightly higher tee. Now what I'm going to do, aim in the middle of the fairway, round towards the gable end of the house, and now I'm going to hit you a high draw. There it goes, absolutely on the end of the gable of the house, moving with draw spin. Now you can appreciate that the release was changing from shot to hot shot. So I hope that's helped you guys. Set yourself up for the shot, that's most of the work. Prepare for the shot, i.e. close downs, opens downs, driver 3-wood, okay, but commit to the shot. Don't aim down the middle, you've only got half a fairway to hit. Draw spin, right edge, move it into the whole fairway. Fade spin, left edge, move it left to right, back into the fairway. If you improvise those shots, you've understood the word release.